Hello, welcome back. Welcome to my kitchen. Come in, sit down, and let me cook for you. I'm Tom, the Sunday Dinner Chef. Let's get started. Hello, remember, save the liver. Well, back in the day, Julia Child, she used to make her favorite dish, is what she said, was beef bourguignon, and today we're going to repeat it. Not exactly, but we're going to do it as close as we can. Now, there's a chuck roast right there. I'm going to use some green onion, and also we are going to be putting in some rehydrated shiitake mushrooms. Now, I'm going to be using a Chianti in here instead of a Burgundy. Well, Burgundy is basically a blend of red wine. So, I'm going to be using my Chianti in here, and we're going to get this ready. I'm going to do this in my Dutch oven on top of the stove. Okay, as you can see right here, put a little bit of olive oil into my Dutch oven. I love this thing. This thing is very old, and it's still functionable. I love it. I'm going to be adding in some beef tallow that I had put in some garlic when I made it. So, this one step cut short, all right? Rather than sauteing garlic and stuff, it's already done. Put it in there with that tallow. That's just enough. A little bit of green onions, and I'm going to put in this beautiful, beautiful marbled chuck roast to do this beef bourguignon. Now, getting back to Julia. Back in the day, she was the go-to. PBS, when I was a kid, I couldn't understand. There's no commercials. And she would just cook her butt off and just keep moving. So, there it is. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be adding in some rehydrated mushrooms, and I use the water that they're rehydrated in also. So, gives it that flavor, that mushroom flavor. And I tell you what, shiitake mushrooms, if you haven't tried them, give them a try. They're really good. Like I said, freeze-dried I get because when I go to the store, I take the chance of bringing it home, don't use it for a couple days, and they go bad. This right here, it's guaranteed all the time to be right. Okay, so now I added in some of beef stock that I had, and also seasoning up a little bit. And there is the wine. Okay. Now, Julia used Burgundy wine with this dish because she does a lot of French cooking. Now, Burgundy comes from the Burgundy region of eastern France. I'm using Chianti today. Not that much of a difference. This wine I'm using is a little bit more drier. And the rest of the beef stock that I have is going to get covered, and it's going to cook for a couple hours. Now, like Julia, I'm going to have a little glass of wine. Nothing wrong with it. I'm in the spirit of making beef bourguignon, only I'm going to have a Chianti. So, Julia Child, salute. Now, here's where it's going different. I'm going to be using some bok choy. I'm going to be using some green onions, a little bit of garlic. And what I'm going to do with this vegetable here is I'm going to saute it, but I'm going to use my olive oil and butter, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this garlic here. I'm going to slice it all even to make it all the same size. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to marinate the garlic and also the green onion in some soy sauce. Now, that's going to take the bite away from the garlic, which sometimes you can bite into it. It's very hot. It has that hot sensation. And also the green onion has that, that green, heavy onion taste. But we're going to neutralize it. And then I'm going to saute both together with the bok choy and the onions and garlic in that sauce. Now, different? Yes, it is. Much different. But the whole idea is I'm not making this traditionally. The beef bourguignon, I'm making the same way, but the extra vegetables that I'm putting in, I'm just using this. Into the measuring cup, I'm going to add some soy sauce to it. That's going to sit probably about an hour because the meat's not done yet, so I don't want to do the vegetables ahead of time. So we're going to just let this sit, marinate for 45 minutes to an hour. Doesn't have to be that long. It could be 15, 20. It could be much shorter. All right. Now I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil also to it to just make sure everything coats and stays sticks to it. And she is olive. All right. Then it's going to go into the saute pan. Like I said, olive oil, butter, and we're going to just get these till they get limp. And what a different combination between the beef bourguignon and this, but it was very good. You can ask my #1 taster. The vegetables went pretty fast. Now, traditionally, you would have onion, or you could put a carrot in it, some potatoes, whatever, all different ways. But the beef itself, it was the star of the show. That was my whole idea of doing it this way. Okay, we're going to saute this up here. Okay, the whole idea behind this right here is we're going from France to the Orient. Now, olive oil, butter, a little bit of olive oil inside the marinade with a little bit of soy sauce. That's going to thicken it up. It's going to make like a little bit of a gravy. Now, how did I make that term? Well, you know what? Sometimes you got to roll with the flow, and I'll explain that to you in a minute. But if you would, at this time, please hit that like and subscribe button. All right? And I really do appreciate it. Now, getting back to this, as you can see, it's starting to thicken up a little bit. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the bok choy to it. I'm just going to cook this down just until you see the leaves start to wilt a little bit. And how did I come about this combination? Well, the whole idea is it's so hot out here. I haven't been going to the store like I normally have. I mean, you're talking 110, 115, 118. So I'm staying home and using what I have in my house to go along with this delicious beef bourguignon. Unbelievable. Now, you can make this any way you want. You can add your potatoes. You can add a different type of vegetable stuff. I just, like I said before, I'm using what I had on hand here for this video. But the meat itself is traditionally done back in the 60s. Julia Child actually made it famous. Served back in the restaurants. I mean, to get this, just the aromas and the gravies that would come out with some different styles, but this is basic what it is. So the aromas right here are like, wow. Just watch that one little piece that's on the cutting board. Watch where that winds up. But it's very tender. It's almost just a different type of stew, basically what it is. But I'm serving it up, there it goes. I'm serving it up this way, sliced gravy, mushrooms over top of it, and unbelievable. And with the side of the bok choy, stop and think about it, and totally different. That's from outer space almost. But you know what? It worked. It really worked. So, got the plate. I'm gonna put this onto the plate. I hope I don't spill it. There we go. Okay. Oh, another one disappeared. Okay. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this and put the gravy on it. Now, how I made the gravy, I let it reduce. I took the meat out, and that probably cooked for another 15 minutes. And then what I did was I add in my beurre meunier, which is butter in flour, and just a little bit, and it thickened up perfect. So between the Chianti, between the drippings from the meat, also from a little bit of green onion, mushroom, it all came together. I'm telling you, the taste was off the charts good. Now, a little bias, yeah, because I made it, but you know what? I haven't made this in a long time, especially with the wine. Very good. Really, really tasty. And there's a little bit of vegetables. Again, now that had a unique taste to it also. With the olive oil and butter, calmed down the soy sauce taste, and also, like I said, the soy took away the bitterness from the garlic and also from the green onion. So there it is. I mean, Julia Child, thank you. I hope everybody's enjoying this series. I'm going to thank all the new subscribers that I have. This is phenomenal that I'm enjoying this so much, making these different dishes from... I just added some of the 50s stuff to it too now, so I have my work cut out for me. Appreciate each and every one of you. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and tell a friend. Come on over to Tom, the Sunday Dinner Chef. Great stuff. Thank you, everybody. Please stay safe.